Okay, this is the website review for GoPay Digital as well as Recus, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, the social network digital gateway as well, payment gateway. So we're going to look at GoPay in detail first, and then we'll get on to the second one a little bit later. So having a look at this website, I think it is excellent. There's clearly been a lot of thought and effort put into this design. I think it's certainly relevant to cryptocurrency. Just looking at the background to begin with, the colors that we've got here are all nice and bright and vibrant, really exciting, which is exactly what we're trying to do when it comes to this sort of market. It's quite a saturated market. Cryptocurrencies, there's a lot of them, so I think we need to get people excited to buy, and we need to say why GoPay is worth buying compared to the other ones. That is going to be the most difficult part. So let's just have a little bit of a look at the homepage and some things we can do to improve it. I noticed there are some things that can be improved in the user interface, but then we'll talk a little bit about the crypto and the actual content as well. So in terms of the interface here, we have this top menu and these buttons. One simple change we can make is to ensure that these buttons are responsive. So we have home, about, roadmap, FAQ and white paper, but we need to give the visitor some feedback when they're hovering over these items. So hovering over these, they could turn yellow perhaps, and that would fit in with the color scheme, or they could turn to this sort of teal blue color and that would fit as well, and that just gives the customer a bit of feedback what they're hovering over. It makes them want to click these buttons a bit more, and it just completes that web page. So I think that is worth adding. And then we have these two buttons here, and they do sort of hover up when we do that, so I suppose that's okay. But what they could do is just like this one, perhaps they could change to that blue color maybe, but they do hover, so that does work. And then we have this in the middle, which I didn't really notice at first, but that looks like a video, so let me just click that for a second. Okay, so that is taking us to a relevant video, so that looks perfect. We're not gonna spend the time watching this video, so we'll go ahead and close that, and we will just move back onto the home page. Yeah, that's fine. And then you have some information here. GoPay token is live. We are better than ordinary virtual money. And we also support against capitalist corruption, culture and AML with GoPay tokens. So this is good, but I think you need to explain why you are better than ordinary virtual money. So it's all good saying that, but I think you need to say why. Also make sure wherever you mention GoPay, it needs to be stylized and capitalized, like the title up here, so capital G or something, because it's the name of your brand. It needs to be recognizable. Also, you have this purchase GoPay button, which is your main customer conversion button. I think that needs to be somewhere at the top as well. It needs to be one of the first buttons that the user sees, and we can't really clutter it next to smart contract. It needs to be all by itself, so that we see that button and we want to click that button. It is the only button in this color, which is good, but I think we need to bring attention to that button a little bit more immediately, perhaps at the top here. I think news and discuss aren't really too important. I think they could be somewhere else, or they could just be like the rest of these menu items here at the top, and then purchase GoPay should be right here, nice and big and bold, so it's one of the first things we see. Coming down then, this is excellent. You've got a nice bit of engaging content which gives some information to the users, and then we get into the story behind GoPay. So this is excellent. We've got some really good information here. We've got a video again as well. We've got a couple other things on this page which show a bit of information about GoPay and what it's all about. However, what I'm not seeing is any detail on effectively cryptocurrency in general. And the problem with that is if a complete newbie lands on this page, then they're not really going to understand what this is about. Now, I know that maybe your idea is not to target newbies. You probably want to target people who've already been in the cryptocurrency environment, who've already invested in crypto before, who know what crypto is all about, so that they come in here, they know what crypto is, and then they understand GoPay and they go ahead and buy it. However, I do think it's worth having a little bit of text or a section here just about crypto. I think you can even have a new page at the top, just says what is crypto. You click it and then it just gives you a page of information about cryptocurrency, and then that opens the doors to those newbie investors who don't really know what crypto is about. In fact, you could even target GoPay a little bit towards those newbies, and you could say, here's the reasons why GoPay is suitable for the beginner. Thus opening the doors to a lot more customers. At the moment, I think the doors are closed to newbies, and this feels like it's completely focused on advanced crypto investors, which is totally fine if that's the route you want to go. But I think you are missing out if you exclude beginners. I think if you can incorporate beginners, there's a lot more potential to make more money there if you can get the beginners in the door. You also mentioned that the point is the user clearly understands what crypto use is for. I think they're going to understand what GoPay is about here, but they might not understand why they should be investing in crypto in the first place. So, you're just saying the solution is using crypto is the right choice. There are several advantages that can be obtained from using crypto compared to ordinary electronic money. And you say these 4 things, but you don't explain why or how that can benefit the user. So what I'm thinking is you either have like a drop down menu here that says better security, and then you can click a button here, or you can click on better security here, and that drops down a bit of information, like an FAQ. In fact, let me check the FAQs. So just like this. You can have something like that, obviously a bit smaller. Maybe you list these 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can click on one and it pops open some text talking more about the better security. So then you can explain how it gives you better security. You can explain how that benefits the customer. Same for anonymity, same for stable crypto value and lower transaction fees. Explain how, explain why, and that is going to get you more people coming in because they trust you more. And they're ready to invest. They know why you're better than everyone else, and they know why GoPay is the right crypto for them. The big problem with the cryptocurrency space is like I said, it's so saturated. There's so many different coins out there that people really have a hard time trusting ones in the long term, especially. A lot of people will just pump and dump, buy it and sell it. So if you do want some long-term investors, or you want to at least try and look like you have some long-term investors, I think you really need to give a bit more information about these things, about crypto. Really just make it clear why this is the right choice. So you do have, again, a little bit of information here. Cybercrimes, hacking and stuff, that's good, but I think we need just a bit more information on why you are the solution. You can't have like it's one sentence on the solution, and then we do have a video, but we need a bit more text information here as well, I think. So then as we come down, we have the roadmap, and this is excellent. It gives clear goals to the visitor, and this is perfect. This is exactly what we want to see. Love this, absolutely love this. This is fantastic. Then we come down and we have the FAQs as well, and this is good. It's giving a bit more information to the user as well. And then we have a couple more things. So GoPay's friends. Okay, so I'm assuming this is some other cryptos, but it's just not really clear what this is about. Again, I think we need to explain this. We can't just put these in and expect people to know what this is, especially if they're a newbie investor. They're just not going to have a clue. So if you can explain that a little bit more, that would be excellent. And then there's a couple other small improvements I can see need to be done as well. So this doesn't really make sense. It says need more, ask, please click here. And I guess that takes you to Telegram. Yeah, so the wording on there is a bit off. Maybe it says need more information, please click here, or just click here for more information, and then that takes you to the Telegram. Just make sure that your wording is absolutely perfect. And then we come down here and we can see this is a little bit off center as well, so just a small fix there. And And then this is good too. We like this, and this takes you to the the second website. So that is your social network. So that's excellent. I like that. But there's only one button where they can actually go ahead and purchase GoPay, and I think we need that a couple more places. So again, keep it at the top. I think smart contract should maybe go somewhere else. What does that take you to? So that does take you to GoPay, so maybe that is relevant, but I think you need this purchase GoPay button a little bit further down as well. So you could have it, down here, and you can have a little bit more information again about why GoPay is the right choice, about crypto. So no, you could say why crypto. You have a bit of information, and then you have your purchase GoPay button. This doesn't really give any valuable information to the user, and it can probably be on a different page. And then you can use this space to provide some really content that resonates with your customers, gets them excited about why GoPay is the right choice, gets them excited about investing in crypto, explains crypto, and then again you have that button purchase GoPay here, and that is just going to be a lot more effective at getting your customer conversions. I think you could also restructure this a little bit. So this is excellent. This is excellent. I think this is good in terms of structure. And then you've got your roadmap, which is good as well. But I think you can take this out and instead move everything a little bit further down. And then you can have something in between here and the roadmap, and that'll be a bit more information, and then you finish with the roadmap FAQs, and then that's the bottom of your page. Don't think you need this, and you can use that space up here to get them a bit more excited about crypto, to get them more excited about GoPay, and then you add in that purchase GoPay button somewhere down the middle of the page as well. And that is going to be a bit more of an effective homepage in terms of customer information. I think you could also put a little bit of text here as well about why they should join the social network. Just staying in contact, connecting with people makes your investments much more successful. Click here to visit. Or something along those lines. Just a little bit of text there will give it a bit of background about why you should be joining the social network. It's all fun and games just saying join, but is anyone actually going to do that without any information? Tell them why. Tell them that they're more likely to be successful if they stay in contact with a network of investors just like you. Share ideas is a great one, and that's going to get people to actually visit that and sign up. So on this website, I think there's not too much really to look at. It's obviously still in the works, which is totally fine. One thing I would say is make sure that your text on this website is perfect. So for example, coming soon needs a space. We've got subscriber, but it should say subscribers. So we create income for content creators, for video streamers, for subscribers. It's not just one. So celebrities is good. But we create income for influencer. It doesn't really make sense. It should be influencers, just like you have celebrities. So make sure that is all perfect. Then we come down, we have very similar stuff to the other page. Of course, not quite finished yet, but again, this should say users, content creators, advertisers. Rather than the single, it should be the plural. That will make more sense. Then you have the how it works. So you need a smartphone, be creative. Sure, that's totally fine. And then you've got this bit of information here. I like this a lot. Looks really professional. Fits in with the color scheme. I think that's fantastic. You're showing how it works. Crypto wallet, create account, broadcast, done. And then you show that it is under development. So again, not a whole lot of content here to review really, but I think that if you really focus on making the text here perfect, that's definitely going to be a little bit of an improvement. You can explain what the social payment gateway is actually about. You can say how it benefits people. Again, there's not a whole lot of information here on the purpose of this website, so some people are going to land on this and they're just not really going to understand what the purpose is. So you say we create income for influencers, etc., but how do you do that? Why should I get involved? I think those are two very important questions that you need to answer on this homepage, and you need to try and gain the trust of visitors on this website. Same for GoPay as well. You really need to be focusing on trust between yourselves and visitors. The reason being for that is, like I said, this cryptocurrency space is really saturated with a lot of coins that aren't trustworthy, and so if you can create that feeling of trust, you're definitely going to have a lot more customers coming in. You're definitely going to have a lot more of an easy time getting visitors to become customers. So yeah, I think on this page, you just need to include a bit of text talking about what the social network is. So you say about how it works, and that's good, but you should say what are the benefits to you. You should say why you should do it. You need to create that need to get involved. And again, I know there's not much information, it's still under development, but on the homepage, those are a few of the things that you should be focusing on: how it works, how it will benefit you, why you need to get involved. Give them some statistics on why they should get involved with the social payment gateway, stuff like that, and then you're definitely gonna be on your way to getting some customer conversions in. But yeah, make sure that your text is perfect. We can't have any issues with the text here. People won't like that, and you will lose a few customers because of that. So make sure that is perfect as well. And then I think you'll be on for a winner. So yeah, to summarize, there's a couple UI and UX improvements that can be made, a couple of things you can do with this button as I've discussed, but I also think you need to be just giving a little bit more of concise information to really make them get excited and make them understand what crypto is about. I think you should use the space on the homepage a bit more wisely. So stuff like this, it's just we're not really sure what that's talking about, and that's a lot of space that can be used to give good information to the customer about cryptocurrency, about what you're doing. Make it trustworthy, and then you're going to have more people coming in. The space on a homepage is so valuable that you can't afford to waste it. You can't afford to put things in there that don't make sense. It needs to be concise, well written, customer conversion oriented information. Don't waste it with anything else. Make sure that the stuff you're putting on the homepage, like I said, is important information only. It's very clear, and it's all customer conversion oriented. So for example, this just doesn't really do anything to improve customer conversions, and instead you could have a whole page of text here that is convincing the customer to buy crypto, convincing the customer to buy GoPay. So I think that is going to be the biggest improvement you can make. Again, that is removing stuff like this and replacing it with concise information that is customer conversion oriented, talking about why you are the right choice. If you can do that, you're definitely going to have a better homepage. You're definitely going to have more customers coming in. Okay, I think that I'll wrap up these reviews here. Thank you very much for watching. If you have found these reviews satisfactory and you can leave some feedback on my gig on Fiverr, that would be greatly appreciated. It really helps me grow. If you have any further questions or anything else you want to discuss, just give me a message on Fiverr and I will gladly respond, and we can continue from there. So thank you very much for picking me. Have a great day, have a good weekend, and I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.